Hello, hello, hello. Antphrodite here, your pop culture psychic, back to you again with another Britney Spears reading. So apparently and allegedly last night, Britney Spears' mom, Jamie, showed up. Or not Jamie, Lynne. Ooh, not me calling Jamie. Girl, not me calling Lynne Jamie. Not the shade, girl. The shade has already started. Listen. Lynne Spears showed up to Britney's home last night. And everyone's saying they reconciled, but I'm not convinced. So I'm going to do a little reading to see what's going on between Britney and Lynne, and if that reconciliation is real or if she just showed up unannounced and begged for forgiveness. Because the streets are talking, so let's see what they're going to say. So remember, these readings are all alleged for interpreters only. I'll put my link to my last Britney reading up here. There's a couple of them. And let's get started. Okay. So Britney on the left and Jamie on, I did it again, and Lynne on the right. Girl, that's a sign that I keep calling this, ooh, almost said the B word, this lady Jamie. I don't like that. Hold on, because I don't like that. Hold on. Yeah, no, I don't like this. Okay, so I'm going to be very honest. So Jamie, again, I called her Jamie. There's a reason I'm calling her Jamie, and I found out what it is, so just let me say it. The Ten of Cups is family, okay, and that's what Lynne showed up as. So the Ten of Cups is happily ever after, okay, but it's also family. Lynne is not acting on her own. That's why. Jamie is prevalent, allegedly for interpreters only, don't sue me. In my opinion, no facts here, and but Jamie and Lynne are talking, and you're not going to convince me otherwise. Because the Ten of Cups is about trying to bring the family back together. So Lynne is absolutely the messenger bird of like, let's get us all back on the same page. Let's get us all to be friends again. Let's all, smooth things over. I just see Britney angry again. The Queen of Wands reverse, which is Britney, and I just see her being angry again. I think there's a part of Britney that wants to make up with Lynne. But she knows that when she makes up with Lynne, as soon as she does that, in comes talks of, well, your father this, your sister that, your brother this. I think she just realizes that, like, I can put my pride aside and connect with my mom, but every time I connect with my mom, she brings in the rest of my family and causes problems again. You're right, Britney. That's exactly what she does. So for me, Lynne is trying to get the family back together, which, I mean, I understand as a mother, I understand that, but it's not going to bode well for her. To me, this is the same old, same old. We are looking at the Six of Swords reverse, which is Britney, who's unwilling to change and unwilling to budge. I do think the conversation was a lot better for Britney than it normally is, because I think Britney is standing her ground. I don't think Britney is succumbing to the things that she used to. I do see her strong with her boundaries. I see her getting mad again, but I also see her strong with her boundaries. So I don't see her changing. I also think that the Six of Swords is travel. So for me, there's something Britney wants to do, and her mom doesn't think it's a good idea. Has to do with traveling. I'm like, is it a tour? Is it promo? What is it? It's something that she wants to do. Regardless, Six of Swords is also the internet, which makes me feel like Lynne brought up a lot of stuff about how Britney acts on the internet. I wouldn't be surprised if Lynne brought up, like, the way you act on the internet is affecting the way you interact with your children and all this other stuff. And Britney felt like she overstepped her boundaries, because that's sometimes what that is. It's like, stop misconstruing my, Instagram and everything. I'm allowed to say what I want to say. So it does look like Lynne is really trying to get her to shut up in a nice way. But Britney's not going to. So to me, I mean, I don't think this was an unhealthy conversation. I don't know if I would consider it a healthy conversation. I would say it was probably pretty neutral. The Queen of Cups is there, which is emotions. So I think they both care about each other. The Ace of Wands, the old issues returning, resurfacing. The Knight of Cups here is about growth. So I think Lynne is trying to handle it with, like, baby gloves. She's kind of like tiptoeing around Britney. The thing is that that Lynne is just going to get to the point where she says what she's always said and done what she's always done. So I wouldn't say that Lynne strikes me as someone that's, like, wanting to destroy Britney. I would say that Lynne is a typical mother who feels like she knows best and her way is the right way, even though I personally don't agree with her motives and what she thinks is right. So I would say I wouldn't necessarily call her malicious. I would call her incredibly selfish. Whereas if I look at Jamie Spears, a lot of times I see a lot of anger and frustration and sometimes malicious energy. With Lynne, it looks more like she's selfish and self-focused. This is what I think is best, so I'm doing it. I need this, so give it to me. I want this, so give it. It's a very me mentality. This is how families are supposed to be. This is how you need to act. Britney, do this. Britney, do that. It's very much like her opinion is the only one that matters. So it's kind of not shocking that Britney is so rebellious and is the way she is when she has two parents that are kind of the opposite end of the same spectrum, if that makes sense. So, yeah. The main focus is about trying to get Britney to realize that she's a celebrity and she can't post the things she posts or say the things she say. That's what they're trying to do. And Britney's like, I'm just like everyone else. That is the major argument. You're a celebrity, and when you say and do things, it causes problems between you and your kids, between you and the public, between you and other people. You need to understand the impact that what you say has on everyone because you have a massive following, star. But Britney's argument is the Nine of Swords and the Lover's card. I'm just like everyone else. I have the same issues. I have the same stress, the same anxiety. I have the same problems. Why am I treated differently? That's not fair. So that's how Britney, that's literally the conversation. And if it wasn't directly said, it was the undertones of what was said because that's the conversation right there. Yeah, stop comparing me to other people. It's not fair. Like everyone else. And I also think Britney is the type of person to constantly bring up other people's things because the Ace of Swords and Page of Swords, like, well, this person brought this thing up and they didn't get into trouble. This person talks about this and they don't have any problems. Jamie Lynn can have her babies out and no one cares. Jamie Lynn can post this about her kids and no one cares. Jamie Lynn can go to the street and not get paparazzi and no one cares. Or, J-Lo can post this in her relationship and no one cares. Like, that's what the Three of Cups, the Page of Swords reverse, and the Ace of Swords is, where she feels like she gets different treatment than everyone else. She's not wrong. So for Britney, her argument is, well, I'm sick and tired of getting the same fucking problems. I'm sick and tired of being held to a different standard. I'm tired of that. Britney's sick and tired of the double standard that she's had her entire career. And that is why she's doing what she's doing. That's why she's lashing out on social media. That's why she's lashing out all of this. She's like, I am treated differently and I'm done with it. Stop doing it. And I think she's even saying things like, the posts that I make, I see other people make similar posts and no one cares. She's not wrong. She is not wrong. Again, I see them trying to avoid fighting and yelling and screaming, but it's like it always ends up coming up. It always ends up going back to that. Britney has a lot of anger pent up. Here's the thing that people do not understand. This woman was literally under a conservatorship for 13 years and couldn't make her own decisions. You would also have a tremendous amount of anger built up against not only the people that put you there, but just everyone in general after 13 years of not being able to let it out. So that's what the Five of Wands and the Eight of Cups is. Eight of Wands is upright. She's trying to find healthy ways to release her anger and release her emotions. The Eight of Swords says Britney still feels trapped. So she feels like she went from one cage to another. So she's like, yeah, I was freed, but I'm still in a cage from the public. The public still does the same thing. The media still does the same thing. My family still acts the same way. She's like, yeah, I may have been given back my, somewhat of my freedom, but I'm in another cage no matter what. I'm always caged. Like, it wouldn't even shock me if we end up getting an EP or an album or a song or something that talks about feeling in a cage or feeling caged or trapped or in a box or something. Because to me, it's just like, this is how she's feeling. You know what this reminds me of? Wasn't she? That's right. There was a leaked concept video for the Make Me video where she was stuck in a cage and put in water or near water. And she was like naked, trapped in a cage. And that's what I'm seeing. It's like she still feels that way. As long as Lynne has contact with her dad, she'll never trust her, which is good. I think Britney should keep an arm's length there. So that makes sense. I think that she feels like her dad will not stop. She's very angry that her dad won't stop. I also think, is that Sam? It is. Oh my God. Okay. Has Sam been in contact with her dad? The Four of Swords is reversed. Not taking no for an answer, being stubborn. The Emperor is her dad. And the Nine of Cups is about manifesting, getting what I want. Hangman, not letting go. And Eight of Pentacles is a lack of effort. I think that Jamie is trying to get a hold of Sam, if he hasn't already, and is trying to get in Sam's good graces. And I don't think he has good intentions. The Knight, my opinion, allegedly. The Knight of Swords is reversed, the Two of Cups and the Four of Wands. He wants in that home. There's something to do with Britney's home and her location. It's like, I want to know what's going on in that home. I want to be able to get in that home. I want to know what's going on. So Jamie Spears is going insane at the fact that he doesn't know what Britney's doing every day. And he wants to know. So I see him trying to buddy up with Sam. Here's what Sam needs to know. There's a smear campaign coming for Sam Asghari. And I think we can all figure out who's spearheading it. Do not trust him. Do not trust him. He's setting you up. He would be the type to set him up for a photo op. Like, I think he's going to try and get Sam paparazzi'd and looking bad. And then he's going to be like, well, I'm saving you. I'll save you from this. I'll save you from this, Sam. He's going to try and set him up and then be his savior. You need to make sure that you stay very, very far away from him. Get away from her. Get a job. The Knight of Pentacles upright. Yes, that's his MO. The Four of Pentacles reversed and the Three of Pentacles. This is what he does. He's going to put a lot of effort and time into this. Sam needs to be very smart because Sam is not going to outplay him. Sam might overplay his hand and think he's going to outplay Jamie Spears. You're not going to outplay him. The only way to win is to not play at all. That will cause a major rift between her and Sam if they're not careful. Magician is communication. High Priestess, Seven of Swords. I see him wanting to get to Sam if he hasn't already. Like texting, calling. I don't like that. I don't like that. Sam, he's not. I'm telling you, Sam, you're going to get a ton of bad press. And they're going to set you up for the fall. Y'all, I'm telling you, I don't think Sam is the bad guy here. Excuse me. I'm not saying that Sam is a great person because I know the Sam Asghari aunties are always in my mentions and are always insulting me and my appearance and me as a person. I don't know why you guys are so obsessed with him. It's giving weird. Sometimes I wonder if people are getting paid to do that, but I don't know. What do I know? Allegedly for YouTubers only. All I can tell you is I'm not saying he's a great person. All I'm saying is I don't necessarily see him as the big bad here, so y'all need to relax. Queen of Swords reversed, Seven of Wands upright, and the Seven of Pentacles is reversed. So Queen of Swords, when it's reversed, is Britney lashing out. The Seven of Wands is about having to prove myself, and the Seven of Pentacles, when it's reversed, is like out of my comfort zone. So if anything, this weird thing that's happening between Sam and Jamie might actually get Britney to speak more and do more. It might force Britney's hand to be more public about other things. Britney is still protecting a lot of people. She reminds me of Teresa Giudice, where she's still protecting certain things in her family. And so I think they need to be careful about pressing her. Because if she feels betrayed, not only will she lash out at Sam, but we will get tea. Yeah. World and the Queen of Pentacles. Especially with the book that's coming out too. For her, she's like, wait till this book drops because y'all have no idea what's really coming. I still feel like there's some sort of song or something. I've been feeling this for a while, and I see her throwing shade, like in the lyrics. Maybe to her family or her situation or even the public, but there's definitely something there. Three of Wands reversed, Three of Swords, Five of Pentacles. It might be a collab or a feature, actually, because it's something where it was like gonna happen, then it didn't happen, then it was gonna happen, then it didn't happen, and then it finally happened, but then it got shelved, and now it's released. That's what the vibe is. And the Five of Pentacles and Three of Wands makes me think like maybe they were gonna add someone else on the track, and then they didn't, and then it was her, and it's like back and forth. But it feels like a feature or something. So, Heartbreak Anthem, Three of Swords. Yeah, that's kind of it. I think her and Lynne are like neutral currently. But I don't know how long that'll last because Lynne is a little sneaky. So what's interesting is I don't see her sister anywhere here, which makes me think that I maybe I'll have to, if you want another reading on Jamie Lynn and Britney, something's shifting in their dynamic. 10 of Pentacles reversed, 6 of Pentacles, and Page of Cups. I'm wondering if Lynn is feeling Jamie Lynn slip, so she's running back to Britney. Because it feels like there's a shift in dynamic in the family, and I'm a little bit confused why Jamie Lynn is not part of this conversation, and why I'm seeing Lynn detached from people. I wonder if Jamie Lynn's starting to wake up and realize what's going on. I think Jamie Lynn buried her head in the sand for a while, so we'll see. Let me know if you'd want a reading on that. So remember, these readings are all different tippers only. Don't sue me, okay? Follow me Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, Twitch, TikTok, Antphrodite. Antphrodite.com for prior readings. The first batch is already out by the time this video goes out, so hopefully you guys enjoy those. And if you'd like to tip, there's a link to my PayPal down below. It's about nature of ours. Just thanks you money directly. Okay. Until next time. Bye, guys.